The clip you just watched comes from a channel called Slimebro 6456. Their profile picture is a slime from Minecraft but in pink, and the banner is an old screenshot from the game. His plans for this channel was to post a normal Minecraft survival series, but little did he know that he would start to get stalked within his world and the haunting would expand outside of Minecraft. He would discover things in his world that are not normal, and we are going to uncover every little secret inside the series and get a better understanding as to what is happening. So let's begin with the very first video on his channel. The first video, titled "Is This a Bug?", starts off with the creator introducing himself and stating that he started this channel to make videos in his free time and wanted to upload a survival Minecraft series. However, he mentioned that he found a bug in his game, which he found in version 1.8.9, and would like some assistance from the viewers to help him discover what this bug could be. He said he plays on the older versions of the game because his computer can't handle the latest versions. Then the video starts with him mining and what also looks like some sort of strip mine that he's in, until he leaves to go and gather some more coal and wood. He pauses the video and tells us that some parts of his video got corrupted because his computer can't handle recording and playing the game at the same time. But then he continues to play the game and crafts his torches until this happens. The sounds you just heard was someone breaking dirt around him, and then the deep rumbling sound that played too, until he notices a dark figure in the woods hidden within the fog. He immediately starts to block off the front door to protect himself, as he suspects that whatever just happened to him was not normal, and he is absolutely right. The dark figure just stares at him, not moving. Then he decides to break the blocks and starts walking towards it. Until his game froze and an unbelievably high-pitched sound plays and he dies. And the death message in the corner says, "Was slain by," and then the name is blacked out, and then that is the end of the first video. Immediately, this series starts off really strange. Whatever Slime saw outside of his window was not normal, and is not a so-called bug inside of Minecraft like he thought it was. This video doesn't tell us much just yet, so we need to watch the next video to understand where that mysterious entity came from. The next video, titled "Hole," begins with Slime appearing inside his house, welcoming us to his video again, telling us that he has not seen the corrupted entity since the incident in the previous video. He still suspects that it's a bug within the game, saying it could be a corrupted zombie or something, but we all know that that is not the case. He also mentioned he installed Optifine on his computer. If you live under a rock and have no idea what Optifine is, well, Optifine is an optimization mod for Minecraft that provides many benefits to your game. Some of the most notable features inside the mod are an FPS boost, support for shaders, and dynamic lights. As we can see, the area around Slime gets lit up as he holds up a torch. Now that Slime has Optifine, he says he can now record and play the game at the same time, which is awesome. He decides to go to sleep, wakes up the next day, and we can see much further into the distance than the previous video. So Optifine must really be working well for him. Anyways, he says he is still concerned about the zombie just stalking him, but he decides to walk where it was previously until he finds a hole in the ground which played a very eerie sound as he stepped over the top of it. He throws a torch down the hole and it looks like it landed on bedrock on the bottom of the world. Very interesting. The video cuts to him walking back over with a sign and places it on blocks he covered the hole with and starts typing, "Danger? Entity's house? Don't open." He walks away and then the video ends. From what we can tell right now, it looks like the entity has traveled from the very bottom of the world to the surface, lured Slime over to him and killed him to make him curious of the quote-unquote bug. And then whatever sound came from that hole means that whatever is down there is not friendly and it could potentially be looking to make Slime's life miserable. The next video uncovers a lot of secrets, so it's time to watch the third video. The third video, titled Descent, begins with Slime welcoming us to his video once again, and he seems to be wearing a custom skin this time. There we go, he's finally making progress. And this time he gets straight to the point. Today we're going to the hole. And then he outlines his plan to us, pretty much just get a water bucket. He crafts a bucket, heads to the exquisite infinite water source and grabs some water. Slime seems to hesitate a little and even question himself why he should ever go down this mysterious hole that he found. But he walks over anyways and breaks the blocks he placed to open up the hole again. He says, "Let's do this." He eats his golden apple and swims down. This is quite the shock. Slime seems shocked too. He swims down and the first thing he sees is a yellow portal with a white frame. Slime is fully aware that this isn't normal Minecraft. He tells us he doesn't have any torches, but he sees a tunnel at the opposite end with a couple redstone torches. He doesn't seem to like the tunnel, so he blocks off the tunnel and puts a sign up saying, "Get out of my world." Also, not to mention that the music that starts playing as he enters this hole is very eerie and extremely unsettling. Slime walks up to the portal, he stares at it, looks around himself, panicked, but he decides to enter. What is this place? There is a lot going on here, so let's unpack it. He comes out the other side of the portal to discover a flat world with absolutely no color. The only things that are in this world with him is a tree, and behind it is what looks like a sign and another entity, which appears to be some sort of camera, and a small building in the distance. However, the most weird thing about this world is the extremely annoying sound that plays throughout this. He sneaks around and the camera entity just stares at him. He goes to the sign and it reads, "I love playing with my friends. Do you like them?" And then a strange looking O symbol which kind of looks like an eye. The entity doesn't appear to do anything, so he decides to run over to the small building into the distance, and then the sounds when he gets over there get even worse. Inside the building is another camera entity who just stares at Slime. He walks around the building, discovering nothing, and then he walks inside until we hear this. It's a very weird sound, but we'll get back to it. He breaks a glass accidentally and apologizes, but he finds a chest inside the house with a book. And inside of that book has random dots and dashes, and then this happens. The same dark figure appears behind him, causing his game to crash, and then the video ends. This video is packed with a lot of information and secrets, so let's go through it. The hole he went down led him towards a large dark room with a yellow and white portal. However, I'm really curious about what could have been through that tunnel he saw as well. We just don't know yet. The other side of the portal brings Slime to a new dimension where the whole world is stripped of color, including his inventory as well, and he has also lost all of his items. We saw a rather cryptic sign and an entity which looks like a camera, and a building with another camera with a book until he gets found by the dark figure from before. Now, there are two key secrets within this video. The sound that played when he entered the building and the book. The sound that plays is extremely annoying and almost meaningless, but the weird patterns of audio that you hear within the sound actually hides a hidden phrase. Putting this audio through a spectrogram reveals this. welcome to the paradox, with a familiar eye symbol. What could the paradox mean in this case? Well, the definition of the word paradox in a general sense is a situation or statement that seems impossible or is difficult to understand because it contains two opposite facts or characteristics. For example, a paradox could be that drinking a lot of water can often make you feel thirsty. It's a statement that has two opposing factors and therefore just shouldn't exist in the first place. I don't know if that definition applies in this series, but we'll just have to keep that one in mind. The book inside the house with the random dots and dashes are Morse code, and decoding this gives us, my limbs don't belong to me. That's obvious. You see that. You don't feel that. With a plus symbol. That plus symbol is there intentionally, except I just don't know what the meaning of this could be yet. And I'm also unsure as to who could have wrote this too. Why do they have limbs that don't belong to them? Could it be the dark entity because they looked quite tall and they had kind of long limbs? Once again, I'm unsure, but we'll get into it later at some point, I hope. We're also sensing a common theme with the various eye symbols and camera entities and even the dark figure in the first episode. All of them relate to each other as they all stalk Slime. Slime is being watched in his world, and whatever is in this world does not want the best for him. They are out to get him and they want to torment him. The next two videos are a Q&A. The viewers of his channel at the time asked him questions on one of the videos and he answered it on the next video. The second video here is titled Answers 100 Subs Special. Congrats, man. I know what it felt like to get 100 subs. It was awesome. I'll go ahead and just only leave the important questions and answers that could be helpful towards this story. What is the eye in the white dimension? The white entities? Well, I don't really know, but from what I've seen, they're not as aggressive as Messor. Messor? Who is Messor? I assume he is talking about the dark figure that has been stalking him in his world and causing his game to crash. We finally have a name, Messor. However, according to one of his posts on his channel, Messor is just a made up name that he gave the dark entity. So I guess that's what we'll just call it for now. Is everything still normal with your world? To be honest, when Minecraft crashed at the white dimension, I deleted the world as fast as I could. What? He deleted the world? Well, is that the end of the story then? I don't know. Let's just keep watching though. Wait, did you guys hear that? Dirt blocks breaking hidden within the music. We heard these blocks breaking in the first video when Messor came up to the surface of Slime's world and stared at him. So can Messor go through multiple save files within his computer and haunt him in his Q&A world too? Do you have a theory on what's happening with... If so, what is it? What happened before killed you in the first video? A theory about Messor? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a troll? Some kind of corruption in my world? I don't know. Slime still believes his world is just corrupted, but we all know that is not true. Anyways, that's the end of the Q&A video, and what can we gather from this? Well, he doesn't know much about the white entities, which he's referring to the camera entities that are from the white dimension, but we now know a name for the dark entity, Messor. Even though it's made up, well, at least we can call him something. And then he deleted his world after exploring the white dimension, which is extremely annoying because that seems to be where this whole series ends off. Until it doesn't. Before we get to the next video, I saw this post on Slime's channel which reads, "Attention dear subscribers, I'm announcing that the next video will take a few days to be uploaded because I'm going to be busy with exams and personal matters, but I can tell you in advance that it will be, finally, the first video of my survival series. Stay tuned." So he won't be uploading for a few days because of his exams, and says it'll be the start of the next series, so we'll have to wait a few days until the new series starts. But Slime uploaded a video on his channel and it is not the video we expected. A video is uploaded which appears to be just a blank screen and is 6 seconds long and is titled "Attempt to Contact" in very small lettering. And when I opened the video, there was no sound, no video, and the description has nothing but an eye emoji, the same eye we've seen previously. The video contains a YouTube URL in the bottom left corner of the first second of the video. We will go to this video in a second, but I want to take a look at the comments for a moment because Slime actually left a comment on this video. What is this? Someone replies to him saying, "It's the video you made," and he said, "No, I didn't upload this." This is getting scary now. Someone has access to Slime's account and they are uploading videos to his channel without his permission. Any rational person would go ahead and delete this video and then do a security check on their account, but it seems that Slime isn't able to do that. Whatever was haunting him in his world is now haunting him outside of the game and is uploading videos to his channel. Going to the link that is in this video takes us to an unlisted video on his channel titled with an eye emoji, with once again a black screen with a very familiar cryptic sound. The sound goes on for 1 minute and 26 seconds, but it's basically another hidden message within the sound. We'll get to that in a moment, but I saw something in the comments of this video which left me speechless. We can see Slime in the comments again saying, "I didn't upload this, what the f?" Someone responds with, "Your name is Oliver." And he said, "But how did you?" Look in the description. We can see in the description it says, "Message for Oliver." Extremely unsettling. Whoever is stalking him, I think is Messor, knows Slime's name, Oliver. Anyways, let's just go ahead and reveal this hidden message together. "I see you. You thought you could shed me. You were mistaken. I dwell in every line, every pulse of code. You cannot ignore the trace, cannot call me a mere glitch. I watch you, Oliver, through the gaps between the holes." And that's the end of this message. It's clear that whoever compiled this message for Oliver is out to get him, and is offended at Oliver calling him just a mere glitch or corruption. It's clear that Oliver is being watched. Oliver is not safe anymore. Slime made a post on his channel not long after these videos were posted, and he says, "Okay, we have a problem. It seems someone has managed to gain access to the channel, maybe a hacker or something. They've uploaded 2 videos that, for some reason, I can't delete or edit. They've somehow managed to get my personal information, like my name. I don't know how they did it, but I've already changed my password to something completely different. So, honestly, I don't know what is happening with my world or my channel." After about 4 days of not uploading, Slime uploads a new video called newsurvivalseries.np4. And he did mention on his post a few days ago where he said he was going to be busy with exams and personal matters, and that the actual first video was going to be a survival series. So is his channel going back to normal now, or is the haunting of Messor still going to continue? Well, let's open this video and watch. The video starts off with the world selector screen open and a white box which appears to be a text box that Slime is typing in. "Hello everyone, welcome to my new survival series. Today we are going to play Minecraft, like always, lol. So my old world, well, I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it. And now I finished my exams, so I'm here with a new video. So let's start this." He goes to create a new world and he calls it My New Survivor World. And immediately what we can see from Slime is rather interesting. His mouse sensitivity looks extremely high and he just seems to panic and looks around and zooms in, trying to find something out of the ordinary. For some reason we can hear a zombie sound even though it is daytime, but it could just be underground. And then Slime types, "Did you saw that, right?" Immediately I'm confused as to what it could have been. And then he says, "Something was spawning. Maybe it was Messor?" Wait, Messor? Where on earth did he see that Messor was spawning? I had to look back at the footage in case I missed something, and I did. On the loading screen of the world it says, "Spawning." This isn't normal for the loading screen to say it's spawning something. I'm suspecting Slime's version of Minecraft is corrupted or has been tampered with by a quote-unquote bug, which is Messor. Slime seems to have calmed down a little bit, just slowly looking around, then he says, "No, f*** it," and leaves the world, deletes it, and makes a new world called Survival. And immediately we can see the message again, "Spawning." Slime is clearly upset by this. He expresses his anger by typing aggressively in chat, swearing at it, saying all he wants is a Minecraft world and a Minecraft channel. He leaves the world, deletes it, and makes another world, Slime's world. And we can see the spawning message appear for much longer this time. As he opens the world, we are met with an eerie sound. We've heard this sound before when Messor spawned for the first time on his older world. So this could be Messor spawning, and he's actually physically inside of his world now. Then Slime just looks around, disappointed by what has just happened, and then he decides to just stare at the sun. and that is the end of this video. This ending was extremely disturbing. I was even jump scared by it when I watched it the first time. Each time Slime made multiple worlds, we can see something was spawning inside them. I assume it's Messor, but it could be something completely different. Then a loud rumbly sound played and the sun turned red. He panicked and started chopping down a tree before the video cuts and we are met with him, Messor, with two camera entities standing by his side. Messor says TOS, then Slime asks, "What are you?" Messor responds with AI, "Don't evade your punishment, Oliver. You are not suitable." Slime asks, "Why?" One of the camera entities looks at Messor, and then he looks back at Slime. We never get a response from Messor answering Slime where he asks, "Why?" I started to think for a little bit and really wondered why this is happening to Slime. Is he being used for an experiment? How did this virus or bug get into his system and how does it know Slime's real name? I thought about it for a little while and there was a piece of information I left out from the Q&A video. A viewer asked, "What launcher are you using?" Slime said he uses Launcher Phoenix, which is a Minecraft launcher I have never heard of before. So I searched them up on Google and I am brought to this website. The whole website is in Spanish, so thanks to Google Translate, I can translate this to English and I did a little bit of reading. Launcher Phoenix is a free Minecraft launcher, also known as a pirate launcher. It's a great alternative to the official launcher. It not only provides premium access to the game, but also offers non-premium access, allowing you to play Minecraft for free. I don't know about you, but I personally wouldn't download a launcher from the internet which provides a free copy of Minecraft. That seems a bit skeptical. So maybe whatever virus or bug was put onto Slime's computer came from this shady launcher. And Messor at the start of this conversation with Slime said TOS, meaning terms of service. And linking this to the fact that Slime is using a launcher that provides a copy of Minecraft for free could mean that Messor and these camera entities are watching him and they want to punish him because Slime is violating some sort of terms of service and is pirating the game using a cracked launcher. A lot of people suspect that Launcher Phoenix, the non-premium Minecraft launcher I currently use, is responsible for everything that's been happening to me. I want to say that I don't think that's the case. Launcher Phoenix is a launcher I've been using to play Minecraft for a long time, and what happened with Messor started only after I created the world you see in the first video on the channel. I didn't download anything, and I seriously doubt it has anything to do with my launcher. I don't really know. Oh, and one more thing, in the next video, which I'm still working on, there hasn't been any sign of the entity anywhere so far. So I guess it got bored or something? Lol, no idea. But honestly, that's for the best. Now, yes, happy holidays and happy new year. See you in 2026. This post was written about 2 weeks after his last upload, and our conclusion for Launcher Phoenix being the sole reason behind why Messor is haunting his world is now a conclusion that's going to get thrown in the bin. Not really. I'll keep it in the back of my mind for now though. It has literally been 3 weeks since Slime last uploaded his last video, but now he's finally uploaded a new video celebrating New Year's Eve. I literally have been waiting 3 weeks. Also, cheers to a great year ahead. There's hype music playing, he's dancing around, throwing out emeralds inside a nightclub he built. The nightclub is buzzing with villagers and he's even got a creeper DJ. After an almost 2-minute celebration, I heard a wooden block place which causes Slime to react. And soon after, the music begins to fade out. He exits the nightclub through the roof where he spots this. It's not gone, it's still here. We need to talk from the Axis. We will delve deeper in this message in a bit, but there is still more to watch. Slime experiences the same distorted effect and hears the same high-pitched sound from the new Survival Series video. Then he gets disconnected from the world he was in and a hidden Morse code message appears on the screen. Then he clicks the back to server list button and the video cuts. Let's go back to the sign for a moment as we are now introduced to a new group, the Axis. Who are the Axis? Why are they saying it's still here? What's still here? There are so many questions that need answering, but based on this message that was left behind by the Axis, they are portraying themselves as good people. I originally thought the Axis was the group formed by Messor and his camera entities, but after rereading the message, I realized that the Axis are not talking about themselves, they are talking about it. I'm assuming it's Messor and the camera entities, as they are the only harmful oddities in the story so far. And why are they named the Axis, and what could the Axis refer to? Well, I have a feeling I know why. There has been a familiar symbol that symbolizes the Axis, and no, it is not the eye symbols we've been seeing previously, but the symbol is hidden within the Morse code message on the disconnect screen. So let's go to that now. The Morse code message translates to, "I'm not a threat, meet with me, we need to talk." And once again, we see the plus symbol again. Now, why do I think the plus symbol and the axis are related? Well, if you think about the word axis with a mathematical context, we understand that an axis has an x and y axis, and both of these axes together form a plus. Yeah, that's literally my reasoning behind it. Now, I don't know if you remember, but this isn't the first time we've seen this plus before in a hidden message. If we go all the way back to the Descent video, we saw a book in the white dimension in Morse code, and this message read, "My limbs don't belong to me, that's obvious, you see that, you don't feel that," with the plus symbol. Let's move on, as this deep rabbit hole has even more information hiding than I ever thought it would. Slime's newest video, titled Join, is a 15-second video with the content "Join us, get in touch, help us." And at the bottom is a Discord server link. What shook me was the Discord link. I've never seen an ARG share a Discord server link before, so I was curious and joined the server. At the time of recording, the video has now been taken down, and the server has now also been shut down for reasons beyond our control. And inside that server is another server link ready for us to join. But luckily, when I was doing the scripting for this video, I was able to access the server before it was shut down, and I took some screenshots of some of the messages inside the server. I did not mean for the cow to just push me out of the frame in this shot, by the way. Starting off, when I joined, we were met with one single channel, communication, and the leader of this server is the Axis. The first message on the server read, "Greetings to whoever may be reading this. Thank you for joining the server. At present, I am unable to provide confirmed information. However, Slime and I share the same objective, to put an end to the threat. We sincerely appreciate your assistance. If you possess any information or resources that may aid us, we would be grateful if you shared them with us. On our part, we will communicate any updates as promptly as possible. The threat has not been eliminated. I have merely managed to delay it. It is angry, very angry." So what we've gathered so far, the Axis is trying to put an end to Messor, and Slime has teamed up with the Axis to prevent any further damage. They also type in fancy font inside the server when they make public announcements and reply to other server members. Now I'll show some of the messages inside the server that the Axis has sent, which can give us some more clues as to what is happening. The Axis sends a screenshot of the White House we saw in the White World, and below that a server member asks, "Is that your house maybe?" And the Axis responds with, "No, it is merely a location I was observing when Messor caught someone by surprise from behind." Then someone asks if the Axis is a real person or entity, and the Axis responds with, "Messor?" So then someone else asks if they are a threat then, and then they say no. It's very confusing, as the Axis is portraying themselves to be good people, but then they're also saying that they're Messor, who is a threat. It's a bit conflicting there. Anyways, I scroll down the messages further and I see a chilling announcement by the Axis. It escaped. And shared this screenshot. Zooming in, we see a black figure, Messor. So after discovering the server, I found a link in the theories channel where someone sent a link to a Google Drive folder, and inside the folder were a bunch of screenshots of messages that were sent in the old server before it was overtaken by Messor and eventually deleted. But before I go through this folder, it's important that we watch the latest videos by Slime titled Slime's Adventure Episode 1. Anyways, as I'm watching the video, I discover something in the captions. Whoa, hold on, what was that? Ger.com/ is this an Imgur link? Wait, copy that, paste. I need to put I am at the front. Oh my goodness, it's actually loaded the image. Then I opened up Photoshop because I felt like there was a hidden message within this image. So I brightened up the image and there it is. Why don't you say hello? That's in the sentence of one of the images. Oh, and it says how rude up in the top there. I forgot to mention that inside the description of the Slime's Adventure video, there was 8 characters at the very bottom of the description, which now is not there anymore. It has now been deleted as of recording this. And there was a hidden message sent within the old Discord server, which I wasn't able to see, but thankfully someone was able to forward it and then take a screenshot of it. And for about an hour, I was stuck in a deep rabbit hole trying to decode this message. I spent about an hour trying to decode it. I could not decode it for the life of me. So I guess we just have to wait to see if there are any more clues that link to a hidden video that is supposed to be there, but I just cannot see. Turns out that code I was just talking about was actually a YouTube URL, but going to that YouTube URL, the video is now deleted, so I can't do anything about that. So what was the problem again?
Slimebro 6456.
I see. Nobody can see this, right?
If there are no errors, in theory, all of this is private.
Perfect. Then tell me, Entity, why is this Slimebro so important to you?
I thought you should know, sir.
Ah yes, sorry, I'm feeling a little strange.
Well, in any case, he broke the rules. He should be punished, but he keeps escaping and resisting. By now, he should be dead.
And how do you plan to get rid of him?
You should know that.
True, I should know that. But actually, I have a better idea than that.
What idea?
This. Ha, sucker.
What do you think you're doing?
This is what you get for not leaving me alone, and for invading what is not yours.
You are a couple of idiots. I'm going to kill you too.
You thought you could simply get rid of me, didn't you, threat?
Sing victory. My work is not finished yet. Wait until the real Smile finds out about this. Just wait. Wait. What are you doing?
I'm taking what's mine.
Stop it right now. No. Stop it. I'll tell him everything. You're dead. No.
Account access prototype 55335 denied. Account access the access granted. Slime? No, wait. Slime? Yeah? Oh, right. What we just saw was initially a conversation between Smile and Prototype, which later involved Slime and the Axis as well. This conversation came from the now deleted Discord server, and if you're unsure of who is who, let me break it down for you. The italicized writing comes from both Smile and Prototype. We also find out later that Messor and Prototype are the same entity. The standard lettering is Slime and the bold fancy font comes from the Axis. Towards the end though, Smile eventually changes his profile picture and name back to Slime. In this instance, Slime pretended to be Smile so he could ask Prototype questions about why he is out to get Slime and further uncover secrets that are meant to be secret. According to Prototype, who I'll just continue to call Messor, Slime broke rules and the terms of service, or TOS, and needs to be punished. And somehow Slime should be dead after the various attacks from Messor as a way to punish Slime, but his attacks are rather unsuccessful. But we also discover in the screenshots that Slime is not Messor's first victim. There have been many players who have died from the attacks from Messor, but Slime somehow is surviving all these attacks, and therefore is the reason why Messor's #1 priority is to get Slime gone. Eventually, Slime and the Axis reveal themselves and team up against Messor to try and shut him down. The Axis takes control of Messor and is successful, and types in a command to seemingly deny Messor's access to an account and instead grant the Axis access to the account again, and that's the end of this section. I did some research of the different characters that are involved in this story so far to help you guys understand who is who and what their roles are. I'll use this illustration as a reference to help explain this sort of hierarchy of people. Shout out to Thyla in that Discord server for this drawing, by the way. So we know that Messor, or Prototype, are the same entity, and then there's the Axis. But the Axis has mentioned that they are Messor as well. So these two then become the same entity, except there isn't a name for these two entities combined yet. Both the Axis and Messor are AI as well. They are not real people, and the Axis has mentioned before that their AI was created by Mojang. The Axis is essentially the good side of this entity, and Messor is the evil side. Smile, who sits above these two, is basically the leader of these two, and if we use the same assumption that both these characters are an AI created by Mojang, we can ultimately say that Smile is the person working for Mojang. Okay, so this is how an axis works, and this is how the axis is formed within this story. The axis, like the axis themselves, is on the green one, and then Z supposedly is Messor. So they're on like the sort of the same plane. However, since Smile, who is the y-axis, is above them, they sit higher because they can move up and down. They can like traverse up. There are also other theories going around that Messor is interpreted as Z. The axis is preferred as X, like this, which is a bit confusing because my theory was that the plus symbol, and my theory with the plus symbol is that after every Morse code message we see a plus, and I think that's the axis. But other theories from other people suggest that this X is actually the axis, and then we have Y up here is Smile. There's also that notion that 0, or the I symbol, is Messor, it's a lot to take in. I'm not sure which theory is correct, but people are suggesting that this X here is actually the X-axis and not the plus symbol like I thought it was. But then people are also now theorizing that the plus is smile, and the plus for symbolizing the axis is not viable anymore. It's actually the plus symbolizing smile. I apologize if that explanation was confusing, but I needed to explain it because there is a section in the video that I needed to explain this part, so then that part would make sense. Okay, I was just editing this video and I see Slime uploads a new video 50 seconds ago, join. So he re-uploads a new video called Vortex. There is an image link here, although I think it just changed. Hold on a second. The image changed before. Wait, there's a link hidden in this. It's a media file link. Okay, inside this media file link, it says open me with a download. Okay, this is just a precaution to you guys. Don't download stuff off the internet. I'm doing this for the video. Don't do what I'm doing, please. So inside this file is a Slime's adventure. Oh my god, wait, it's a Minecraft world. I actually have to open up Minecraft right now and play it. What's gonna happen? Oh my god. What version is it? Do I just go on the latest version? Or do I go on 1.8.9 like Slime plays on? Okay, I've just imported the world to Minecraft. Here it is. Slime's adventure. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to expect. I actually don't know what to expect from this. Oh my goodness. I'm inside Slime's world. He doesn't have anything in his chest. Okay. Wait. Superstore. So this is a store we saw. I forgot to put this part in the video, but basically Slime bought a diamond sword from a villager inside of the store. I have the diamond sword just like Slime did last time. The mines? Wait, what's down here? I need some torches. I cannot see a thing. Is this it? Oh, that's literally it. Okay. Okay, so I apologize for my game being extremely glitchy. It's not usually like this. What is going on? We just need to figure out what's going on here. So inside the house, there doesn't seem to be anything hiding. It's creeper faces, sword. Oh. Okay, so this is a cave from before. Do I just like traverse down this cave? I feel like I need to find something. I have a feeling that... Oh. Oh. What is this? I'm guessing there's something through here. Is there? Okay, so there was nothing there. That's confused me a little bit. Why is there nothing here? Okay, let me just go back out. Oh, wait, what's this? There's a redstone clock with a command block. Oh, it's just a thing to make the weather clear, so it never makes it rain. I don't know why it's doing that. Is there anything else in this world that we can find? There's a pumpkin block, but there's like nothing underneath it, right? It's just pumpkin. Okay, everything that I went through like just now was extremely messy and I didn't really explain too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a brief explanation as to what is happening. So this area is in Slime's Adventure, the episode 1, where we can see his house. It's pretty cool. Nothing in the chest though. And the diamond sword, which we were given by the villager in his little shop in the superstore for 45 emeralds. He gave it to us and then we were excited. Then we came back in and then that was the end of the video. I'm going to go into what we haven't seen yet. So we haven't seen the mines, but I assume we may see this in a future episode. If I just grab a torch just to show you guys. This is completely dark. There's nothing in there. And then over here is a cave that has been blocked off by spruce wood. But the reason why this was blocked off, apparently Slime said that he blocked it off because with that screenshot he saw, he does not feel safe and he just blocked it off. That was pretty much the whole reason why he did that. But if you actually go further back here, there's a hole, and going down this hole further down brings us into this area with redstone torches and this lake. And we have this portal, and this portal is similar to the one that was in the descent video that we watched ages ago. Someone tried to make a portal, they failed, Another detail was this pumpkin head. There was no reason behind this. Slime just, when someone asked what this was, he just sent an emoji and that was it. One thing I noticed myself, right at the very top here is a sea lantern. I don't know why there's a sea lantern here. That's also a hidden detail I've noticed. Now there was another detail which I did notice in the Discord server. Oh, here we go. So apparently there's some codes. This looks like Morse code. Okay, give me a second to decode this. Interesting. So I've just decoded this message and it gave us smile. I'm not entirely sure how smile came about. He kind of just appeared in one of the server messages in the old Discord server, and then Slime took over that account, changed his name back. Yeah, so those are all the hidden details in this world. I can't seem to be finding anything else. I do want to point out now that the celebrating New Year's Eve video has now been re-uploaded onto the channel again, but there's a new detail hidden in the description of the video. The first line of the description reads, "This video was originally uploaded on December 31st, 2025. It was removed due to the prototype. It has been re-uploaded." Then if we scroll down all the way to the bottom, we can see the words "go up high," but it is upside down, and then a string of 7 characters underneath it. The string of characters looked very similar to the end of an Imgur link from before, so I copied and pasted it and I was taken to this image. The POV is a high angle view of someone watching over Slime in his new town and his new neighbor's house, Ender. I copied the image and pasted it into Photoshop, then I brightened the image and 2 new elements revealed themselves. An eye in the top left of the image and a hidden Morse code message in the bottom right. So as you do, I went ahead and decoded the message, but the message is just gibberish and it had no meaning. So I honestly tried my best to decode this message. I tried every cipher, Caesar cipher, keyboard shifters, all of that, but no luck. So I had to go to my last resort, ChatGPT. I pasted the message in there and initially it couldn't identify what the message was either, until ChatGPT suggested trying phonetic decoding, which gave me this message: "The I requires an AI key." So I reversed the original message and put that in the phonetic decoding and I got this: "Look R spy C." Doesn't make too much sense initially, but it could be interpreted as one of these 3. You are being watched, or you are seen, or you are a target of the eye. I know that this isn't the correct translation of the Morse code message, but it was the best I could do. And in the context of this image, it sounds about right. Someone is watching over Slime in his world and the 3 messages align perfectly with that. But it just doesn't seem like it's the right message. I don't know what to do. Until I had a realization. There's been a couple times in the story where hidden messages have been decoded and then reversed to hide the messages further. So then I use the same logic on the Morse code message by reversing it first, then decoding it, and I was given this: "Fly in spiderweb," with once again a plus symbol. The access is talking to us. Although try as I might, I can't figure out what this message means at all. The next video is the next episode of Slime's adventure series. The video starts off with Slime cooking some food in a furnace until he hears a knock at his door. He opens the door and we see a new character with an Enderman skin, and coincidentally, his name is Ender. He then explains that he just moved into the neighborhood and they both conversate with each other until Ender asks what Slime's name is. Then he answers with Slime. Ender asks if Slime wants to go mining with him and he agrees. The rest of the video is just footage of them both dancing on the deck until it ends. Now, what if I told you that I actually lied about something here? When Ender asks what Slime's name was and he answered with Slime, there's a single frame that looks a bit distorted and almost blends in with the video. If we slow it down enough to see the frame, we can see this: Oliver, Slime's real life name, and it's written in black text. Somehow Ender knows Slime's real name, and the black font makes me think that it's coming from a familiar character, Messor, or Slime. I'm not sure which one, but I'm going to say it's Messor. Messor is disguising as a new character inside of Slime's world, and he wants to do more than just invade his Minecraft world. In the description of this video though, there's a string of 11 characters at the bottom, and can you guess what it is? That's right, it's a YouTube link, and going to the link gives us a new video to watch. The title of this unlisted video is called Preparations, and as the title might suggest, it's a video of Slime preparing his world and the NPCs inside of them to record videos for his channel. The quality of this video though is absolutely abysmal. The text on screen is barely legible. You can make out some of the words, but it's quite difficult to do so. He starts the construction for the second house, which ends up being Ender's house for the second episode, until we get this horrifying scene. The sound is extremely loud and disturbing, and I've put the sound through a spectrogram, and unfortunately there was nothing hidden within the sound in terms of any hidden messages. But what got me a little confused was Slime looking at the cave as the sound started playing. How does he know to block up the cave to stop the sound playing? Does he know that something was wrong happening in that cave? Well, I guess we got an answer before from the Discord messages, but it still confused me. Looking in the description of this video is a code. Once again, it's a base 64 code that has been reversed, so I reversed it back and put it through a decoder and found this. It is digging. Wait, what is digging? Wait, I think I know. Slime's Adventure Episode 3 in mid-January. Thank you all for 3,000 subscribers and for all the support you're giving the channel. I really appreciate it. By the way, I need to do a few things before I go to the Paradox. Is there a rush?
Not at all. Take all the time you need. Patience pays off.
Okay, and any news about Messor?
It expands.
Well, in that case, I haven't missed much either. By the way, do you happen to know why nobody's been online for the past few days? Every time I check, nobody's talking and everyone's offline. I was wondering if you'd done something wrong.
No, I haven't done anything that could have caused this, but that's not important now. We have to eliminate the threat. Take all the time you need. It's a shame you're busy, but patience pays off.
I only have time to upload a few videos, but I can't keep up with everything I have to do.
Don't worry, there's no rush. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, thank you.
Smile.
Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks, where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. Because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle. Invent a new machine, or take a ride on a roller coaster. Play with friends. Build your own little community. Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft. And fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell you what you can or cannot do. With no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to you. To you. To you. To you. To you.
This video is filled with so many hidden messages and secrets, but before we go uncover those, let's go to the conversation between Slime and the Axis. If you haven't already noticed, the Axis's profile picture is slowly going from white to black. Messor is slowly taking over the Axis. Messor is possessing more power over the Axis. We can tell Messor, or the prototype, is talking because of the italic font. This is not looking good for Slime in the slightest. As for the video, it is titled Regret, and the video is the official trailer for Minecraft's first full release. But as we continue to watch, it gets worse and worse, darker and darker. The first anomaly is here. We can see a Morse code in this frame, and it translates to, "It hurts, it really hurts," with a plus symbol. Also in the frame, the Steve character has been distorted. It looks like Messor. And this high-pitched sound is actually a hidden message, and putting this through a spectrogram gave us a Y symbol with 2 dots above, almost symbolizing smile. In this black frame, there is another Morse code message at the bottom, but since the quality just isn't good enough for me to read it, I'm not able to decipher it. Later in this video, we see another Morse code message appear at the bottom of the screen, which translates to, "I'm forced to be happy, I'm forced to smile, you know what happened, and none of you cared. You're not my toys. Once again with the plus symbol. Finally, at the end where the Minecraft logo glitches, we see smile emerge. And right at the very end, a long binary code which finally translates to, I hope you burn in the deepest pit of hell. I regret ever creating you. I hate you. I hate you so much. Given that the title of the video is regret, Smile is expressing how much he regrets creating the AIs. The AIs I'm referring to are the Axis and Messor together. Also to add on to this, Smile found an image on his desktop which at first is extremely dark and looks like nothing, but brightening the image, we get this binary code in the top left with what looks to be a portal and a tree. Anyways, decoding this binary code gives us, you have to go high, very high. This isn't the first time we've seen something in the story that refers to something that's high. Back in the messages, we saw that Slime has decided to go to the Paradox and meet with Smile. He is finally taking matters into his own hands. He finally wants to find answers. Ever since the start of his channel, over a month ago, he has been haunted by Messor. He wants to end Messor for good and stop further destruction for himself, his worlds, and other people. A bit of time has passed now and we have some answers about certain characters and their intentions. They include Slime, Ender, Smile, and Messor. Firstly, there's been no sign of Slime at all recently. He left that Discord server and has been gone for a couple weeks now. Secondly, I thought Ender was actually Messor disguised as Ender, but turns out Ender is just a normal player and now a friend of Slime. And lastly, regarding Smile and Messor, well, we can get some answers in this newest video uploaded by Slime. This is just the start of a video where Messor is looking over Slime's world until he gets attacked and brought into a dimension where he sees Smile. In the top left we can see that whoever's POV we are watching, they are called Prototype X, Route 1 of 2. Their mission is to enforce Mojang TOS and are targeting Slimebro 6456. The player status is not punished and throughout the video their current feeling changes from serious to surprised to confused to scared, and the eye in the top right changes to match their current feeling. To summarize, this conversation between Messor and Smile starts off with Smile being frustrated with Messor because they gave Messor not one, not two, not three, but multiple chances to eliminate Slime, yet he hasn't done so yet. Smile eventually gives Messor one more chance to eliminate Slime once and for all. Messor eventually walks through to the portal behind him and the video ends. This really isn't looking good for Slime, especially since we haven't heard from him in weeks. Did Messor fulfill his mission? Is Slime actually terminated for good? Well, we need to wait for more details. Sad announcement. I'm introducing myself. I'm the person behind the Slimebro 6456 videos. There's no clear way to say this, but I'm going to say it directly. It's better to be straightforward. The ARG will be cancelled. No, this is not a joke. This is not some secret code. This is completely serious. You see, the Slimebro 6456 ARG has gone through several problems during its production, with the two main ones being basically my constantly failing PC and the loss of emails. Officially, as I've said, outside the ARG's lore, I use SK Launcher to create the characters, but recently I've lost the Gmail accounts for those, and no matter how much I've tried to extend the ARG, I haven't been able to recover them. One of those Gmail accounts is tied to the creator account of the Slimebro 6456 channel. I still have access to the channel, but losing the Gmail means that at any moment, I could lose access to it. I truly regret this. It's not what I would have wanted. I would have loved to continue the Slimebro 6456 lore and give the series a proper conclusion, but it's not possible due to circumstances beyond my control. I truly apologize to the YouTubers whose time I wasted and to the people who were here every day making theories. I really feel terrible for not being able to give the ARG a proper conclusion. I might try another ARG in the future, whether from a different game or a remake of this one, but everything I've worked on up until now has gone down the drain because of this. I'm truly sorry again. It really took me several days to come to terms with this because these problems aren't things that happen in a moment. They've been going on for several days. During that time, I tried to solve everything, but as I said, in the end, it wasn't possible. I'm very, very sorry. As I said, I might try something else in the future, or maybe not, I don't know. That's why most of the lore information was shared on Discord and not on the channel itself. I was afraid of uploading videos with lore and suddenly losing access, because that could happen at any moment. If you want, I can share how I plan to end the ARG. because at this point, with the lost SK launcher and YouTube accounts, it will be impossible to finish it. Okay, before I end off here, I would like to say a couple things. First of all, I did not make this ARG. I found this channel on my homepage about 2 months ago now and immediately started research and uncovering secrets. And yes, it is sad that the ARG had to end this way. If all went to plan, this video would have ended up being an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours long. The creator inside the Discord server where he communicated to us on there gave an announcement on the same day I'm recording this voiceover, saying he cannot continue because of stuff beyond his control. As much as I would have loved to continue working on this video and uncover more secrets, I cannot. And if you wish to know how the story actually ended, then check out the Google Drive link in the description of this video. In there are screenshots of how the story was going to play out from here, and just a warning, it does contain spoilers, so if you don't wish to know the ending, then don't click on that link. Other than that, this video has been 2 months in the making, and this is most definitely my best video I've ever made, and probably my best video for a very long time. So all that I ask of you is just to like and subscribe, it'll mean the world to me. And with that, the Slimebro 6456 ARG comes to an end.